Welcome back to Houston Life. If you are observing Lent and not eating meat on Fridays, our next guest says skip your basic fish or go to seafood. Go Cajun. How about that?
I love it. I love it. I was so happy to see him here today when I walked in as well. This is Drake Leonards, executive chef with Eunice. Amazing restaurant. If you haven't been there, I cannot stress enough how good it is. Here to make a classic Louisiana étouffée. Chef, how you doing?
Guys, I'm great. So good to be here. You know, just see you guys. So great to be here and back in the kitchen with you all. Today we're going to do a quick Louisiana-style étouffée. Right, I grew up I didn't kind of grow up in Eunice. I grew up in Eunice.
You did.
And it's March 1st. It's not kind of spring now. It's full-blown spring,
that's
right?
That's right.
And so at the heart of this is crawfish season. And we're in the heart of Lent, right? And so a lot of people abstain from meat on Fridays, right? So I think what a great way to use up maybe some of the crawfish shells that you've had maybe during the week or the Friday before. We made a little stock, just so you all know. We took some of the crawfish shells, the crab bodies, toasted it with a little onion, and the foundation is everything in these quick Cajun dishes. It's going to come together very fast. So we made our stock. We're going to start with a little bit of butter. We've got some onions, celery, bell pepper, a little fresh jalapeno, a little bit of garlic. I'm going to get you to cut some green onions for us. And Derek, you think you could pick a little thyme for us as well that we're going to add right in?
I would love to. So I'm just picking the leaves off the thyme here.
That's right. We don't want any no sticks in our thyme. And there you go.
Oh,
you know what? You're not bad. I didn't know what I was going to get out of the meteorologist.
Listen.
We're all right.
I'm like a sous chef extraordinaire here, buddy.
We'll get you over. So I've got just the Trinity real quick, a pinch of chili flake I like for just a little bit of heat, maybe some fresh jalapeno as well.
And just smelling this, Chef Drake, it lifts my mood.
It will.
Incredible.
You know,
so good already. I'm gagging.
Well, I tell you what, hopefully those Gen Z kids are at school or studying or doing whatever.
You used it again.
We're a couple of 40 years old.
This dish is making me gag. In the best way possible.
Say less, mother.
Say less. I love when you call me mother.
That's right.
So, Chef Drake, reminding people, crawfish season, we went out last weekend for our first crawfish of the season. I mean, it is still, we're sort of in the thick of it right now, huh?
Well, I think it's really just beginning. You know, they start, seems like now January. My rule of thumb growing up was Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras Day was sort of the first bull crawfish. And then into Lent, crawfish étouffées, and then bull crawfish. So, and then they'll run, they're great through all the spring. So April, May, March, April, May, I would say is prime time into June until the weather really warms up.
They get a little bigger at that time of year.
They're going to grow, and then eventually they're going to bury.
Now, one of the things I know, if you've been to Chef's Restaurant here with that, you guys are known for your oysters as well.
Correct.
And one of the things is the oysters all come from right around Louisiana or wherever you can get the ones that you want, right?
Correct. So Louisiana, we use Galveston as well. And so we're the biggest thing for us is I grew up in Louisiana and grew up with this great Louisiana seafood, but you've also got so much great seafood coming off the Texas coast as well. And a lot of these oyster men, so you see I had my roux, we added our stock. We're going to get that great color. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Yeah.
Just a fantastic, rich shellfish stock. So all the fat and the good stuff out of the crawfish and the crabs is going to make this étouffée unbelievable.
And that thyme is smelling good. All right, what are our next steps?
Thyme in,
I'm
please.
going to send that over your way.
Boom. We're going to add our thyme just like that. Pretty good. And we're going to add our crawfish tails. And so we've got about 2 pounds of crawfish that we've taken out the shell. Right, you can get it from, I love using some of these local places, Blue Horizon. H-E-B has them as well, so you can use them wherever. I'm going to go in with our crawfish tails, and we're just going to let this kind of simmer for 10 or 15 minutes till it gets right, and you see all the juice and all the good stuff. I mean, look at that.
That looks beautiful.
It does look really good.
So anyway, we'll let that kind of come back up, simmer 15, 20 minutes. I don't like to cook them forever, right? Stew them. Étouffée traditionally means to stew down, but I love to just kind of quickly cook them. They don't break down all the way, and so that's why we start with our great stock.
All right. Perfect. And you recommend serving it over a warm bed of rice, is that right?
I grew up eating with rice. At the restaurant, we serve it with green noodles. Don't at me with that, just like you said earlier. But it's just a little play of something that a little different than we grew up with. And that's how we serve it there. But at home, and I always serve it with just a little fresh Louisiana rice.
I was going to say.
Beautiful.
Really good.
All right, do we get to try it, Chef?
Let's try it. We're going to season it up. We got pepper. We've got a little Creole spice. I like just a little bit of that Tabasco sauce. and I've got some we made earlier today.
You would put anything, we wouldn't make it spicy, would you?
Not too spicy, and so we've got this thing that's kind of going. So
Just the right amount of spice.
Yeah.
And while you dish this up, Chef Drake,
Yeah.
is it bad form? Like if we come to Eunice and
Yeah.
we get, I don't know, 15 pounds of crawfish, because that sounds like Brandon, would it be bad form for us to take the crawfish shells home in a doggy bag so we could then make a stock at home?
not at all. I
Do
think
people
it's
do
fine.
that?
I think we don't do bull crawfish at the restaurant. But I think there's some great local places that do crawfish.
Thank you very
and
much.
I don't think that would be a terrible thing.
That smells delicious. I remember
So-
during COVID, though, y'all, we got some takeout crawfish. That was delicious.
We did. We did a one-time only bull crawfish, and we had a lot of success with them.
And I
So,
think we
you
need
enjoy,
just a
guys.
couple spoons.
You know what?
Let's go for it. Look how beautiful this
Wonderful.
is.
Boom.
This smells
Boom.
delicious.
That looks incredible.
All the deliciousness of crawfish without the work of eating the shells. Oh, Justin, what do you think?
Very excited. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, that's good.
Does that work?
Yeah.
You know what? All of Justin's hard work,
best
we got to
of the
get.
best. I know,
right? Let me throw some in there.
Sorry, I got a little bit of those green onions. There you go.
I'm taking
Chef
that to
Drake.
the HR. Come on.
And that's
now.
that.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for having me.
Happy crawfish season. We'll
Enjoy.
see you at Eunice, the restaurant. In the meantime, if you would like to connect with Chef Drake or get this beautiful étouffée recipe, visit our website, HoustonLife.tv.